Yep. 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 Eagles wear boxing on Friday, man. Where my people at? Yeah. Hold on a second. I'll be on screen there in a second here. Just hold on, man. I see that yeah, we got people that come in, they be missing in action, man. I don't know. My little brother, man, old Hurricane. I told him I was gonna holler at him, but I didn't get a chance to yet, but I don't see him out there lately. Last show or so. But important. This is an important Friday, but you know how we do it, man. We'll end up talking about everything. So I tried to clean the slate. I tried to clean the slate for today. This damn. Let me see if this is working. Yeah, this one's working too. Yeah, everything wasn't working when I came in. I'm like, man, why am I? What happened to my mics, man? I ain't have no mics when I came in. Nothing like that. Yeah. I see Michael Johnson's Boxer Talk out there. I see all y'all out there, man. Salute to all Derek Bailey, Sir Frank, Michael Johnson, Boxer Talk, and the rest of the chat. Ladies and gents, men and women, grown folk. That's what it is, because it's grown folk. That's what it boils down to being grown folk. Yeah, yeah, they wanted to mess with Michael Johnson Boxing Talk the other day because he didn't show up. But he got other things to do. You know what I mean? He was handling his own. He didn't throw nobody out the day before, so it's all good. It's all good. And I didn't. The other guy never came back. And like I said, we got a couple of subs. I don't know when they'll drop down and they'll say something one of these times. But important subject today. You know, sometimes boxing is just we just jammer on or whatever. We just talk. But then sometimes it's important. It's important for us. You know what I mean? It's important for us sometimes. So it's like, wait a minute now, hold on. And so now Eagle had to put the brakes on. You know, I had to put the brakes on because wait a minute. You know what I mean? You know how you just feel like you're getting okie. Say, wait a minute, I feel like I'm getting duped. I'm getting okie somehow. I mean, and that's how I felt. I'm like, okay, we all getting okie. You know what I mean? And this is grown folks chat. And so what you doing in grown folks chat getting okie? There's something wrong. Hold on. Yeah, something wrong when you sitting there getting okie, then you in grown folks chat. There's a lot of glare. Yes, but you in the grown folks chat and you getting okie, man. That something is not right. Something smells foul. If you can smell it, can y'all smell it? Yeah, just in case you didn't smell it. I put my smellers up just in case y'all can't smell it. I smell something. You wait. I mean, I don't know. Some of you might have been able to tell, by the title. You might be able to tell what Eagle got. What Eagle got this time? You might be able to tell by the title. And since I got grown folk in here, does anybody have any inkling of what it might be? Any inkling of what it might be? Any? There's no wrong answer. There's only one right answer, but there's no wrong answers. There's just guesses. That's all. Or you want to call it like that. There's only guesses. But it's grown folk. A lot of times people come in here and they think they are like I could tell, like, I'm gonna bring this up anyway. This guy comes in the other day. So I guess I wasn't paying attention. I didn't go back. When I went back and listened to it, I didn't pay attention to a lot of what he was saying. I just was, reading out. I read a little bit, but not all. I got disinterested. Only time I was interested is when I had to say something to him. But see, a lot of these guys, I think they float from channel to channel, whatever, and then they want to just see, who they can challenge or whatever. It's like, okay, Michael Johnson Boxing talking more. Okay, he has he says more. He has the knowledge on boxing because his title says he got some kind of knowledge on boxing. So I better get it. I better get at him right now. And so that's what people feel. They feel that they get at you like right now. I better get him. And then they actually feel like I know the guy probably in my estimation, didn't really like win anything, nothing like that. But they felt like they got something, like they got something over. Oh yeah, yeah, I got this information. Oh yeah, man, he better not ever challenge me again, man, ever. Yeah, I'm such and such. What was it? I think it was Lynx. He got one of those names I don't think you could really mess up or nothing like that. But yeah, I mentioned you a couple of times in my show because I didn't really pay attention to you. But I think my brother probably handled you because you didn't come back the other day. You never came back. You just felt like, oh yeah, I got the win, got off or something. You ain't get nothing off. Get out of here with that, man. Don't nobody get no W's up in here. We just chat. That's it. The only winner is me. That's it. Because I can time your ass out. I can win by just shutting you down completely. That's not really a win. That's a yeah. That's just not a good way out. But you guys know I take the hard way out. Everybody in here who's I mean, I'm not gonna say everybody, but I've probably had some people that with some things that was heated and stuff like that. Now some people you think got thick skin, and you guys might even mess with them, or you guys might say hello to them or what's up and salute them in other chats. They were actually mods in here, and they got unmodded. Maybe they got unmodded. They might not be unmodded. But I was always gonna mod them back up. I was just seeing where they was at. But they're softer than what you guys think. They're soft, believe me. And y'all might still be messing with them. I'm not saying I don't care who you mess with. I don't care. So you mess with whoever you want to, as long as you give me my thumbs up when you come here. Make sure you give my thumbs up. But I don't care who you mess with. You mess with anybody you want to. But I'm just trying to let you know that some of the people you might be messing with is softer than what you think they are. They got sensitive because a lot of times what happens with people with me is they get the wrong impression, they get the wrong idea. Oh, he want to be right. No, and I'll tell you, I'll be the first one to tell you guys I don't want to be. It has nothing to do with me being right or nothing. It does. It has nothing to do with me being right. You know what I mean? Nothing at all. And I don't even try to be right. And I see that one of y'all didn't give me my thumbs up too, though. Yeah, that's right. I clicked over to the screen. I had to make sure. I had to make sure. And one of y'all holding out. One of my mods is holding out. I'm not saying somebody else is. The rest of them I don't really expect. But one of my mods is holding out on my thumbs up. I should have 4 or 5 thumbs up. But I'm missing. But it's not about me being like correct or right like that. Because I tell you guys are the expert. I'm not. You just come to get other information from me or something. Or I might have, you got Eagle's way of looking at it, the Eagle perspective. Let's ask Eagle. Let's see. You know, let's just see what Eagle got. You know, if he wanted to, talk about it or something like that. But some of the people is soft. They get mad. They'll get mad at Eagle because they thought, oh, Eagle wanted to he don't want nobody to say nothing, be right. No, people come in here all day long saying something. I'll be threatening my mods every time they come in here. I'll be threatening to time their ass out. The last person that actually even got a timeout was Gil Cole. Gil Cole was the last one that got timed out. That was a while. That's probably like months. That's had to be at least, I would say, the minimum of 4 months, something like that. And that's it. A lot of people think, oh, he's getting timed out, but he's not. He don't get timed out. I'll take his stuff down sometimes because he starts running his mouth. But that's it. I don't time my mods. I just threaten them. But they know I will get their ass. But I'm just saying, I just threaten them. And so some people took stuff to the extreme against Eagle, and they just like they didn't want to mess with me. But if they actually knew me for real, then they would mess with me. Oh, shit, he's cool. He's a lot cooler than what I thought he was. And that's why would you think if I wasn't cool, why would you think that even I would have a niece that she's getting interested in boxing and stuff. Boxing is in our family, but now she's getting interested in boxing. Why you think that is if I wasn't cool? Why you think she come by? She come by, she gonna give her thumbs up. Once she realizes I'm on, it'll be another thumbs up in there. You see what I mean? Now, she wouldn't come by if I was, oh, that's my bad uncle or whatever. She wouldn't do that shit. She'd be like, oh, F that. She wouldn't come by. But some people like real soft skin and they get a little bit of puncture wounds and this shit and they fold up. You know what I mean? Just throw some salt on that shit or whatever. You say, They say don't throw salt on the wound, but throw salt on the wound to get the blood drying up. Or actually, what's better is actually sugar. Y'all didn't know that, or honey. Honey and salt, and bandage that shit up or whatever. If you need some gauze, use some gauze or whatever. You need plastic bags, or you need, and some kind of medical strips like Band-Aid. I'm not trying to give out the, I'm trying to do a commercial for the brands, but that's one brand. I grew up with that. I grew up with two brands I grew up with. I don't know. Besides knockoff shit. That's one thing, that parents, they don't usually give you like knockoff. And I hope I'm saying this right. I think it's Curad, something like that. Curad and Band-Aids. Those are the two that I grew up with. I don't know what y'all grew up with. Y'all might have grew up with something different, but those are the two I grew up with. We didn't have like knockoff. I mean, I feel bad for you if you grew up with knockoff adhesive strips for cuts and shit. That's not good. That's not good, because even them sometimes they didn't even stick that good, and they were the brand name. So I can imagine if you had the unbranded ones. But anyway, that if the people that used to mess with, if they come back, I'm not mad at. I don't stay mad at nobody. But they just I know they take stuff wrong, and they think, oh, I got to win or whatever in the league. What? How you gonna get to win? Because first of all, this is grown folk, right? So if you got so mad at grown folks chat that you left and you never came back, and it was proper, it was good chat, who won? Who won? I'm not gonna call myself the winner, but who won? You losing out because you're missing some of the stuff that people in here will say. Because a lot of people that come in here, they have great words to say. I mean, there's wisdom come up in here, and they catch on to certain stuff. Like I'll throw something out there, and they'll get it. They might not get it right away, but they'll struggle, and they're okay. I got it. Something like that. But sometimes they can't Google the shit, and they're like, oh shit, I can't get the answer. And they still got a couple out there that they can't answer, whatever. And do I know all of it? No, I know a fraction of it, a little bit. Well, my brain does not function. You guys are better at me than when it comes to trivia and stuff like that, because sometimes it takes me a long time to think about who it was, because I have so many names in my head. I'm like, wait a minute, was it him? I know, because I'm better with like errors, like 80s, 70s, 60s, 40s. I'm better with errors and stuff. And then after I get the error, then I start placing the names and all that. I have to get the time frame first, but then I start getting names. Oh, Sullivan, I'm talking about it like that, Ali or Liston. Then I start getting everything together. But first, I have to go through errors and stuff. I don't know, but if money on the line, then probably hey, that shit probably click in. I guess it has to do with the incentive. If it's a great incentive, the damn eagle getting everything right. Oh yeah, because it's the right incentive and stuff. But anyway, let me get my my reading out. Michael Johnson boxing talk and more. He said, "What it do?" Of course, Eagle Way said, "I see you, brother." Derek Bailey said, "Salute at Eagles Web Boxing." And then Sir to the Flame said, "Salute at Eagles Web." He said, "Salute to the chat." He said, "And as always, jab that like button on y'all neck." He said, "Don't get neck up in Eagles Web Boxing. Got the weapons up good." Just to let y'all know that is the neck chopper right there. He got the glove up good. And the 100 with the fire. Michael Johnson Boxing talking more. Derek Bailey, what it do? That's right. Salute at Michael Johnson's Boxing talk and more. That come from Derek Bailey. And then we go right back down to Sir Flame says, "Salute at Derek Bailey." And that's the champ up in here. Says, "Salute at Michael Johnson Boxing talking." Michael Johnson Boxing talking more. Says, "Sir Flame, what up?" And then Sir Flame crying. And then Sir Flame said, "Yep, Lenny Leaks, LL, not Cool J, but LL, Lenny Licks." He said, I'm smelled the foolishness on him. Oh yeah. It doesn't. They see that. Well, that's what they do. They come in and get a fake win, and then that's it. Oh, I got a fake win up in there. They not gonna tell nobody got a fake win. Oh, I got a win. Oh, I said it straight, man. That's the worst thing you can do, man. Is win a battle or what you thought was a war battle, whatever, and then erase all the information, hang up and quit. Oh, I got you. That's dumb. You ain't win nothing out of it in the first place. You won absolutely zero out of it. You ain't get shit. You ain't get nothing. Now how you feel? Well, soak your head. Man. You know what I miss though, yeah? I miss parties and stuff, man. Like food. I always talk about food, huh? I miss some food parties, man. I'm gonna throw something together once this stuff is over. I'm gonna throw something together where I'm just gonna just like look, I'm gonna just go to certain places like restaurants or something like that. That's one thing, and then get friends and family, all that, and I'm just gonna like because some people cook outside, like at the restaurant, like they cook outside too. Oh man, I make way better food now. Is that right? Then if you get to know them, which I know a lot of people from different places. I'm like, okay, invite them, tell them to bring who they want to. We're gonna have like a little sit down eating buffet. Just play some old school or whatever, or just not none of this nonsensical rap shit that they got going now. It could be back a little bit, like it has to be at least 10, 15 years back, something like that. You know what I mean? Just chop it up, eat, have fun, put it together, man. Because for some reason, when I go out or I just meet people, it's easy for me to just meet people. I don't know what it is. It's just very easy. Some people, um, is easy to meet, and some people not. But let me go back. Let me finish up. Okay, Sir Flame, what up? Is Michael Johnson back talking more? I think yeah. Okay, I read that. I'm smelled the foolishness. And then Sir Flames, I hit mine. He said, it's showing 2 thumbs up. Wait a minute. That's what I'm saying. It has to be more, and it has to be like 4, 5, 6, something like that, at least. That's just because of y'all, and then I probably got at least 1 or 2 people, within the rest of the audience that's there that should have had the thumbs up. Y'all should be having it up. It might be acting up because it's doing everything else, so who knows? It could be doing something. It could be doing something stupid. You know what I mean? It could be doing something stupid, like taking my likes away and all that. It could be doing something. Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of. Yeah, it could be doing something real stupid. So whatever it is, if that's what it's doing, then we just let it do whatever it do. Oh, I wouldn't. Yeah, they're up there now. Well, just like I told you. Yeah, I told you they would end up being up. Yep, they're up now. And that mess, you probably put that message up when I first said it. So yeah, you put the message up when I first said it. So that's what that was. And look at how stupid. Dumb me. I clicked myself out of the regular chat. Now I got to go back into the regular chat so that way I can see everybody. Now I got to click on live myself. Sitting here in top chat. You sit there in top chat. That's how the people come sneaking in and getting their little words off or something like that. Yeah, but let's see. To Michael Johnson Boxing Talk said, it was me, my bad. No, he said, oh, okay, yeah, that's all right. It ain't your bad, man. You put it up there. Sir Flame, yeah, Mike, and look, and see, Michael Johnson Boxing Talking more. He the first one in here, right? How you gonna forget the thumbs on your way in? And then, right, look, hey, y'all see what I wrote before he got in here, right? Welcome to the chat, and as always, hit that like button. Yeah, yeah, Mike, yeah, laughing my ass off. He said, "What let me win?" Laughing my ass. Well, he won the right not to come back up in here. See, he shot everything that he had to say. He shot all his load of bullshit that he had to say. That was one show's worth. If all you are worth is one show, that's it. It's a wrap for you. If that's all, you gave all your ammunition out the first day, and we're gonna kill some of that anyway today. And you guys, somebody might have figured out what the title means today. Did y'all figure it out? Did anybody figure it out at all? What the title means today? I love my chat because my chat they be catching on, man. They be catching on to it. You ain't gonna trick them. You ain't gonna trick them. You can go to some chats and trick people, but you ain't tricking them. They like, we got that ego. We didn't learn. We've been around your ass long enough. Ain't no setup. Ain't no setup. Well, it is a setup if you're stupid, but ain't no setup if you already know. You're like, shit, I better come in with information. Because I'll take it nice and smooth. Then I get quick tongue on you and it's already over with. Then I slow it down on you. My rhythm is not going to be the same, man. Just like in real boxing. That's not going to be the same. Sometimes a couple of hard punches. Haymaker. Yeah. But we talked about that. We talked about, I told you, and that's what I wanted to do, man. I got to go back and start, I got to start pulling up like clips and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I got to, and I'm not from anybody, but from us. Old Eagles Web clips. So when I say something like, I said, we talked about this before, and somebody knew, like, oh, I can't believe they talking. I see B&B boxing up in here, but look here. So it's like, and make sure you hit my thumbs up, B&B. So, what was I going to say? So when somebody tries to say that I didn't say something before, I have it right there. Just roll it back up. Because I always got to end up going to Sir Flame or Derek Bailey or somebody. Because they've been here. They've been here. And Michael Johnson Boxing Talk and more been here too. But I'm saying that people been here, so it's like they already know. If Eagle said that he talked about it and shit a long time ago, just like I told y'all about the overhand. I said it's overhand season right now. Until we get back into boxing, there's a couple of punches as I said it was. I said it's overhand rights, or just any kind of overhand, uppercuts, and body shot, solar plexus punch. And that's what I kept telling everybody. And all these wins we're looking at right now, we got Tank is ahead as far as uppercuts because he has a new level. Now, not just getting fat or just gaining a lot of weight or whatever. And yeah, we're going to talk about the other side of that. It's not just getting your tank on. It's just like for KTFO, we have tank level now. Tank level so far that's like the superior, like top premium level of KTFO from the uppercut. Or just KTFO. So tank level KTFO, because somebody might do one without an uppercut. So the tank level right now is the top level for KTFO. So we're going to give you your support, and we're going to give you, everything you need as a boxer in here. If you're doing the right thing, we're going to give it to you. But on the flip side, we're going to talk about your ass. We ain't going to stay loyal. There's no loyalty. We're not loyal to a fighter. We're loyal to boxing as being fans. And that's why we could talk about it as being grown. Because sometimes you'll come in here and you might get the shit roasted out of you. Like, oh, God damn, you're on fire. Your skin is nice and crispy because we done roasted you, right? And sometimes you feel like you done got all massaged up in here. Like we done threw you the bottle of good lotion. So you got the bottle of good lotion. You say, oh, man, they treat me right up there, man. Look at my skin. I got the bottle of good lotion up here. I got the champagne, all that. But then something suspect come up, and then guess what? Then you get the generic drink. You get the 99-cent store lotion. We ain't looking out for you like that, man, because you wasn't looking out for us. And that's what it is. That's how you get it. But anyway, salute the B&B up in here. Yeah, yeah. You hear Canelo jump ship. No, what I heard, that's come from Michael Johnson Boxing Talking More. Now, what I heard is that he's a free agent. Not that he jumped, but he's just a free agent now. So that's how we knew that anyway. We knew all that. We knew that was suspect anyway. A show of hands. Let me see. Yeah. Let me show of ones. Of ones right now. Y'all put up a one. Put up a one. If you knew Canelo that during this time, if you knew that Canelo's contract and all that shit was gonna phase out after who he was fighting. If y'all know a little bit, just put that up. I see B&B say, salute Eagles Web. He said, I ain't forgot. Yeah, he said the shit. He come up in there. He like, no, I ain't forget that shit. Yeah, Michael Johnson. That's good. That's good. That's a good chat right there. He said, don't be so invested in a fighter to where you're living life through him. Okay, but we talked about that, didn't we, D to the Bailey? Then we talked about that. What do I call it? See, I called y'all. I say it is sleeping. I said y'all done put up a damn cot. Y'all put up a cot. See this grown folks chat. So I know that the grown folks done figured that shit out. Everybody knew that shit wasn't gonna go down. Everybody knew that shit. Ain't nobody gonna sit there and keep paying you 30-something million and you fighting frauds. Get your ass out of here. And plus that whole thing, man, we're not even gonna see. We're taking another step up today, but we're not going. Hello. You know how Eagle do it, man. We got steps and steps and steps. But as we go up the step, what you guys realize, and I already know it's grown folks chat. So what they realize is when we're going up these stairs, some of y'all would jump ahead like, oh shit, Eagle brought this up. So what about this and that? That's what I like. I like thinkers and shit. B&B say Tyson Fury. F Tyson Fury. We'll talk. We're gonna talk about him a little bit too, though. Yeah, but that's the only thing I heard about the jumping shit. But we knew that was gonna go down. Yeah, we already knew that. Yeah, we knew that that wasn't no contract gonna hold for that kind of money. When you got people struggling and throwing away $3 million contracts. Oh, no. And just on his subject alone, how much is he worth to y'all in the first place? To me, he's not the best boxer. You know what I keep doing? I keep going back looking at when he was younger. I keep going back looking at the Mayweather fight. I'm saying, yeah, I say he's not the goods. He just can't take it. If you're really hitting him, and I mean, if somebody goes in there, that's what we're gonna see it at one point. And then we'll get into it in a second. But like, if somebody go in there and start whooping on him, he gonna fold up. He ain't a punk. He's not a punk. He gonna battle back. But let somebody go in there with like extra heavy hands and start putting hands on him and can box. His ass, he gonna be like, oh shit, oh damn, I didn't know the heat was gonna be like that. You're gonna see the true colors, and where you see the true colors in fighters like that, the ones that think they all that, where you see the true colors is in their backs. And those of you that are smart will know what that means. That's where you'll see the true colors in their back. That's what you're gonna see it. Yeah. Derek Bay said, yeah. He said, yeah, I saw your video, your boy Bounce at Michael Johnson Boxing Talking More. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we talk about Tyson Fury, Derek Bailey. Yeah. And Michael Johnson Boxing Talking More. Matter of fact, I'm not getting. I got to go back and check you out too, Michael Johnson Boxing Talking More. I don't know what the hell's happening. They keep taking my damn subs and shit. When I say taking my sub, they keep taking my shit. Like if I'm subbed to somebody, they just take it out, man. And that's one thing I haven't checked for a while. I haven't checked that for a long time. I haven't checked to make sure I still got all y'all. Because what happens is when you click on, you see your subscriptions, right? And what it does, it shows you just a few people. And you feel like it's okay. So for mine, I'm gonna show you I'm gonna tell you what it shows me on mine. So on mine's, it actually shows some channels outside of boxing, the Resistance. It shows Blue Blood. I still got. I didn't delete them. I got King Louis Premier. I got D-Lo. Then I got some other stuff, and then it says show 64. It shows however many more, and it's like, and then you start going down, and you start going blind. You're like, wait a minute, I know. Did I have him? And then you see, like, because some people got 2 channels. It's crazy, man. And so I probably got to add you back on again. In which I'll do now. I'll just do it again. And for anybody else, if I see that you're gone, I'll put your ass back on there. Yeah. Make sure I get everything. Yeah. And I suggest you guys do the same thing because this YouTube is it's not fair sometimes. They just do what they want to. They do some BS. But I see everybody got that down there. B&B say salute you. I ain't forget. Yeah, yes, I got that. Yep. Oh yeah, there basically how you get stranded on the roof. And I got my ones up in there, one. Yeah, because everybody know. Even Michael Jackson, he said I jumped on the roof and I knew I could jump down with these bad knees. Yeah, see, you know better than that shit. I haven't done that since I was a baby, man. We did that because, tell you why we did it. We did it because we had a fruit tree out there, and we was at grandmother's house, and so we up there, picking the fruit. But she didn't play that on the roof shit, and we didn't know, kids stomping around on the roof. We didn't know that she was actually hearing us because she was in there watching TV. Next thing we knew, she was like, "Hey, oh shit!" Grandmother's outside looking up. I'm like, "Get your asses down off that roof!" And everybody came flying off the roof, except for one person got caught. And that's what you don't want to do when it's your grandmother. You don't want to be the one getting caught. And the one that got caught, sorry. I'm not going to tell on them, though. They might be in here. They came in and listened. Who you telling this story for? And plus, I always leave, a lot of my stories, I just leave short because we're doing boxing chat right now. But that was the last time I had to come flying off a roof. But we used to do it all the time anyway, though. Because the way that the landscape was, is that we was up on a hill and there was a house below the hill, and I don't know if y'all ever had these. I don't know if y'all ever had these, but they have these grapes. That's how damn good these grapes was. They got these grapes they're yellow, but they got like little red. They got red spots on them. Oh man, you'll slap somebody for some of them grapes, man. And the vine. Now you pick all the ones on the ground, but the ones with the biggest ones was up in a tree, but it wasn't a climbable tree. You try to climb your ass up there, you're gonna come crashing down out that tree. But you could stand on the roof of the neighbors to get them. And so what we used to do, we used to get up on that roof. I don't know how in the hell we used to get up there, another tree or something like that. We used to climb the other tree to get up there on the roof, and we'd be picking, and people come flying out the house, and we just jump off the roof. I'm talking about rooftop. We used to jump off the rooftop back over into the safe side. The kids is wild though. I'm like, I would never. You couldn't pay me to do that shit now. Jumping over a tree to get back to your place. Shit. Damn, your bones and shit. As you a grown ass man, a grown woman, your bones don't work like that no more. Your ankles and shit. None of that shit. You got to practice that shit now. Your ass would be laid up trying to pull that. But let's see. B&B Box said Canelo either goes to PBC or signs a contract with Showtime. Yeah, Showtime. He might pull a. You know what? Just be careful. Be careful with his nasty ass because we know HBO is out of the loop, right? He might pull some shit and end up back with them. I'm just saying. End up with HBO. He'll have the whole thing to himself. They got money without the boxing. I'm just saying. They might want to be players again. But anyway, Michael Johnson's boxing talking more. He said that Canelo thinking. I told folks wait to read both arguments because he ain't suing for nothing. Oh yeah. But he's not gonna get a dime. If anything go down, Canelo ain't getting shit. Y'all can almost best believe that he's not getting. Well, and if he does, it's not gonna be as much as he wants. Because we always talk about that stuff in here, right? Don't we always talk about that? What's the most important thing on anything that you read and you sign? What's the most important? How big are the letters for the most important things on anything? It's real small, right? That they call that shit fine print. Yeah. If the lawyers didn't, a lot of times lawyers don't even go over that fine print. They don't even go over it. Matter of fact, I got a lawyer contacting me right now. And I better holler at him. I'm just saying. You said Canelo got a poker face? I can't wait until somebody smash that face up. He said can't afford to pay. That's what I'm saying. We knew that. Shit, if we didn't see that coming, we seen that coming like before this year. I saw that like soon as they said it. Soon as they mentioned the money, I was like, when you start watching who he was fighting, you had to shake your head like, nah, this shit ain't gonna work out. That shit was like a bad relationship. You knew that shit wasn't gonna work out. because it was too much money and too less of people. As far as the competitiveness, because you know what, in order to make that money, you got to win and you got to be spectacular, and your foe has to be somebody who's worth, paying that money for. Now, if you start fighting, see, now he got fights out there where he may end up getting his ass whooped. Matter of fact, he got a lot of fights out there that he may end up getting his ass whooped. So, what do? You fight somebody who, there's a possibility, but there's a real slim possibility that they may get in your, get in your butt. Because you still got the Charlos out there. Get your ass back in. I want to see, get back in there with Laura again. He still want it. There's fighters that still want him. And a lot of times, once a fighter already had you, they know what to expect. They know what to do. Oh, I got him this time. See, he's not one of those fighters he's not really a repeat fighter like that. I mean, with certain styles. With Triple G, yeah, he can fight Triple G a bunch of times and get some wins. He might get a loss, but he can get a bunch of wins. But certain people, he can't just keep fighting like that. He'll end up with an L. But anyway, F him. Yeah. And before we say, we supposed to have been into the subject by now, but it could be long or short. But you guys are going to have input anyway. I already know that. Y'all going to have a lot of input when we talk about it. Once you see what it is, yeah. Yeah, B&B again. He said doesn't trying to survive, letting Canelo go give him more money to sign up up-and-coming fighters. I guess sign up up-and-coming fighters, right? Yep. They, like I said, man, we talked about this B&B. They have been, you feel me? They have been struggling. Remember when Eddie Hearn was about to drown because that AJ thing? That's, you can see the desperation right there. That shows you the character of what they would do right there. Because he was keeping that little kind of trying to grin like AJ this and that, but he wasn't okay. What shit wasn't confident. He wasn't like, and plus he don't talk like that. No way, don't bring him on, man. We're gonna take on all the best heavyweights. Bring him on. He don't talk like that. He tries to belittle people and make it, and tries to steer the interest away from certain fighters. So that way people get excited, because if you start falling for that snake, what happens is you start, oh yeah, he's not worth fighting AJ. Then you start feeling that way. Then you're doing dumb stuff. Because you're sitting there, you didn't fell for what he said. You shaking your head up and down with him like, yeah, no, you don't need to fight Wilder. Oh, forget Ortiz. And before you know it, there's nobody to fight but Povetkin's and stuff like that. See? Chisora, Povetkin, who else? Pulev. There's nobody else. See? But they was on their way, man. If that would have happened, if the Stay Puft Marshmallow Smashdown S'mores man would have done his job, that shit would have floated belly up on the boxing side for sure. Yep. Michael Johnson boxing talking more. He said, "Yeah, you're right." He said, "I think all parties wash their hands." Yep. There you go, Derek Bay. Derek Bay said that fine print. Yeah, that fine print, baby. Like, huh? You got that magnifying glass out. Talking about what that say? Got a whole paragraph, you didn't even see it. You're like, see, I can't see that with the naked eye. It wasn't intended to. And most of the time you got fine print. You know, what's the fine print for anyway? In most cases. The fine print is not necessarily for the principal. It's for one particular person. It's usually for any company. Especially like when it comes to banks and stuff like that. Banks and big institutions that have anything to do with any kind of financial gain for you. When you're on some kind of like lien or something like that, or you got a loan or anything. That's for them. They get all the rights. You get no rights. They get all the rights on that, all that fine print. That's why you see so many sections and stuff. When you go to get a loan or even a credit card got like pages. It's like, God dang, I got a credit card. Got pages and pages and pages, and guess what you don't do? You know what you don't do? You don't read that shit. You don't read it and then circle it because you're already going to sign it. If you did read it and circle some shit and then go back and ask about it, you already done signed it now. Yeah. B say you good jumping over the fence as long as you're running from Popo. I said, but we too old for that. Yeah, that's right. They don't read that shit. That's you right, DB. That's what D to the base said. They don't read that shit. No, that's what it is. It'd be right too. But yeah, we talked about that subject too. B&B. We had talked about that. Eagles. We had talked about that before. Man, I never got caught by the police running. Never. These guys, man, I don't understand youngsters today, man. Either they mind. See, okay, this we never talked. We talked about it before, but now just right then, right when I was saying it, I just clued in. And I don't know if y'all agree with me with this or not, but what I'm thinking it is, I'm thinking they just be too high. They do too much shit. Not just the pants being all down low. I think they do too much shit because they can't strategize. Okay, I'm gonna go up this block. I'm gonna go through this alley. I'm gonna go down this road. I'm gonna go through her house. She got a pool. She got a swimming pool. The fence is lower over here, higher, and they got a lot of bushes in between here. But I know how to navigate because I done that shit during the daytime. That's the only one thing about your hood, man, is you got to know your hood in the daytime, so that way you can go through that shit like Braille at night. If something ever happened, no matter where you at, you got to be casing like, okay, shit, I can something go down, I can slide through there. That's gonna be quick. You got to look at your first attempt to get away has to be the fast. You got to go like the fastest way. Where if somebody's not familiar, that they gonna get stuck, but you're gonna be so far ahead that now you can strategize. Okay, I'm gonna go up this block, go back down this way, boom, 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 and get it like that. And I'm not trying to teach somebody how to be a criminal or how to get away, but I'm just saying. It makes sense. Does it make sense to y'all? They said, look at Eagle giving the information on how to get the hell away. I don't understand why they can't get away. I shake my head when I see somebody caught. I'm like, how you get caught? You stupid. It's not that many helicopters out there. So I don't know how you get caught. The helicopter, that's one thing. Yeah, you're going to get caught with the helicopter. You ain't outrunning that shit. Not with the infrared and all that shit. You ain't going nowhere. Only way you can get, you got to go through some swimming pools or some shit to make your heat signature disappear or something. That's the only way you're gonna get through that. But then again, there's ways through that too, though. I can't say, but there's ways. It depends on what you got on. There's things that you can get away with that shit too, because that sensor ain't that damn sensitive. But you huffing and puffing and running, and you got thin clothes on and shit to read right through that signature. So you got to get something to block that. Derek Blake said too many damn pages to read. That's exactly what it is too. And plus, it's not just that. Too many pages to read, you be happy as hell. Like, oh shit, I'm happy. Damn, I'm getting this too. I'm getting funded. You happy, man. That was before the GoFundMe. You happy like, oh shit. Sign here. They tell Derek Bailey. They say Derek Bailey. They say sign here, here, and here. You all, oh shit. You all happy? You signing your ass off. Here, right there. There's right. Initial here. Initial here because you declined the insurance. Oh shit. Sometimes it's not a good thing to decline the insurance, but sometimes it is. If you're reliable, you know that anything gonna happen. Then no, don't sign the insurance. Signature here. Signature here. Couple of initials here. Just one more, Mr. Bailey, right here at the bottom. Just sign right here. Make sure you read that last statement there. Boom. You read through that last statement, but you didn't, yeah. But all the other shit you didn't miss. Okay, so one last thing before we start digging into these people, because we wondering who got killed, what killed what? That's what everybody wondering. What killed? And I was expecting my web to say something, but they hadn't come up with it yet. The letdown. Nobody came up with the letdown. Where's the letdown at? Nobody came up with it. Is it just me, or is Teofimo doing too much? Or is that just me? Because he sure is talking a whole lot of ish. And so now he gonna have to stand up, man. So you didn't see, you done won. You won an important fight, but you ain't the first person to beat him. Well, you think you won an important fight? You're not the first person to beat him. So what you so happy for? And you done fell for the whole hype that you are just undisputed. You're not undisputed, dummy. And you got some people waiting on your ass. But if it's true what you're saying and you starting to talk bad, and that's our real point, you know, that's going to be our real point. And you'll see why his little ass was even mentioned, because he is running his mouth. So here's the subject. The subject is we're being played, and we have been played, no matter if we grown folks or not. Even if we've seen it, we're still talking about it. But the subject is those damn heavyweights. That's what it is. Those damn heavyweights. And so we're going to talk about a few of them, or we'll talk about a lot of them. And those heavyweights have actually dropped the ball. And that's why Lopez is talking so much shit. He even talking shit to Wilder, or about Wilder. You know what I mean? Because the one thing about all the weight classes, and yes, you guys name, and there's a couple of errors. There's a couple of, maybe a couple of errors where you still talked about heavyweights, but you talked about other weights, and I don't know if you guys know that or not, but you talk about other weights almost equally to the heavyweights. There's only about a couple of errors where that happened. Most of the times, the kings are the real boxers, those are the heavyweights. The rest of the fights from below heavyweight should be more or less like entertainment. Because and listen, hear me out. Now, the reason I say that can be entertainment is because all these fighters below heavyweight, we have to put them on a speculatory platform. We have to speculate. Well, if he wasn't fighting at 118, if he could move up to heavyweight, I think he could win. See, that's why I said speculatory. Because that's how all the other divisions are supposed to be looked at. They're good, and yeah, of course we can get good fights at that weight class and all that. We love it, but it's nothing like watching the biggest guys with the most skill. Because we're always can look at those other guys like, oh yeah, he could probably do it if he moved up, but he might move up and get your ass knocked completely the F out. But Lopez, we got to see what you're saying. You're very disrespectful. I'm about to be disrespectful right now, but it's not really disrespect. It's just like I'm putting some people on blast right now, on check status, because you guys been playing us. I'll start with AJ, so we haven't had a chance, and and everybody wants me to blast AJ anyway. Now, the way AJ has played us, and it's not just him, because he's had help to play us. He's played us in a lot of fights to where we seen him getting pieced up, and then all of a sudden the fight gets timed out a little bit. So the fight is timed out. And so it's like, wait, why are you timing the fight out? So AJ can recover or something, or so AJ can complain. So that's how you play this as a heavyweight. All these heavyweights want to go down in history, see? But they're not going down in history the way that they should. Because you played us on that. You was showing us the prototype of how bad I am. All right, Michael Johnson, he said, I got to go. He said, I was got to do the yard. You go and handle that yard, man. Yep. Yep. Going back. We'll see you next time, man. Salute to you, brother. Yeah, we'll see you next time. Now that we talking about the heavyweights, he don't want to hear about AJ. So Michael Johnson Boxer Talk want to go now. Well, go now. He about to talk about, he about to fry AJ. I'm just joking around. Yeah. But you played us. You played us pretty bad because we thought you was going to be in there mixing it up and doing your thing because you showed us that, hey, I'm a prototype of what the new heavyweight is going to look like. And so what do you do when you get in there with Ruiz the first time? You get your ass in there, you get a knockdown, you get happy, and that knockdown, all that knockdown did was make Ruiz mad, and he came back and just pieced you up. And matter of fact, this is the fight right there where you're on this clip, with you on your knees twerking. That's the fight where you fought, the first fight that you fought Ruiz. You played us. And so we said, okay, a lot of us, not me, but some of us might have thought, oh, that was a fluke. Oh, that was just some more bullshit. AJ, he could come back. He could make, we seen it in you, but we just knew, oh, he can come back and he can make this statement and he's going to get this W. So you come back and we thought you was going to go out. We thought it was going to be like more or less like a boss. But you came back and you played tag the fat boy. You got the W and you ran off. But let me ask y'all something. Who is the top names that AJ really wants to fight? The top names that he really wants to fight. The top names. Who does he really want to fight? Are we hearing anything? And don't say nothing about no Joyce and nothing like that. But I'm saying, are we hearing anything about any top fights that he should be in? If you think of any fighters from the past, heavyweights, I mean ones that predicted and ones that wanted to fight you, and ones that even had that look, like they look at you like, I'm going to kill you. Is this the new style? Is this the new animal? Is this the new animal? I'm just asking y'all, is this the new animal? Is AJ the new animal? This is 2020 now. Y'all got to think about it. And most of the fighters we talk about, like the baddest fighters, is not even in this in the 2000s. They from the 90s on back. So think about it. 2 decades into this new millennium or new century, however you want to look at it. And what do we have to show? What do they have to show? What do they have? Huh? Are the heavyweights holding up the flag like they're supposed to? Because remember, they are the kings. The heavyweights are supposed to be kings. So the heavyweights are the ones that are supposed to be the kings. But is AJ a king? Is he a king in boxing? I don't think you can call yourself a king when you got a trainer. And yeah, I like to bring this up and stuff. Now I don't talk about it much, but I like to bring that when you got a trainer saying that a light heavyweight who fought middleweight can piece your ass up, then you're not the king. You think about this. In any conversation, have you ever heard of anybody, a middleweight, saying they was going to jump up when George Foreman was in there, like they was going to jump up and whoop George Foreman? I'll whoop George Foreman's ass today. Let me gain 15 pounds. That's all I need. Have you ever heard anybody just act like that? Like they wanted to step up? There's only been a couple of brave, like brave lighter fighters. You know what I mean? And that was back in Joe Louis' era. There was one. Right? In Jack Johnson's era, there was one. But they was usually light heavyweights or something like that, or middleweight. And then it was crazy because Sugar Ray Robinson wanted to get that action. But those was real deals. Those was real fighters. But now you got these little bitty fighters. You got these 130 pounders talking shit like they want something. Yeah, Wilder. What it do? Wait a minute now. They don't really want smoke with Wilder. So believe that. I don't care if Wilder can't. I don't care if he can't even take a punch no more. No lightweight guy, somebody that's not a heavyweight, don't want that smoke. Believe me, because they have to be able to absorb that power, and once they get hit, they're going, oh shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. I was laughing back at B&B though, because that shit's funny though what he said about running from Popo. I couldn't even run. I mean, I know my area right there, but I'll be done after like 3 blocks. If they run, if I can't get out on their ass in 3 blocks, then they probably get my ass. They probably get me. I'm telling you, because I'll just be like, nah, I ain't gonna try to run. F that. I'm too big. You know, you're a kid, you little, but you too big. When you big, you can't even hide. I got a certain look. I can't hide. I got to take clothes off, all that shit. I get caught. Yeah. But what has AJ really shown for us, man? Like, damn, that's the one. All you showed us was that you got these big muscles. So-called big muscles. You ain't that big, but you got, you kind of big. You kind of big. You can hit pretty hard. But we found out one thing about your ass is that your chin is not as sturdy as it should be to be a heavyweight. And you doing a whole lot of things to trick us because we're not hearing nothing. We're not hearing anything about what we need to hear. Let's take it up a step. Dylan White. Why is the whole circle still mentioning Dylan White? Dylan White, AJ, and Fury. That's all we hearing. Chisora. All we hearing is Chisora. All we're hearing is AJ. All we're hearing is Dylan White. All we're hearing is Povetkin. That's all we're hearing. There's a couple of more names up in there, but that's all we really hearing. And we still hear Joseph Parker more than we hear Wilder. We don't hear nothing about Ortiz, right? We're not getting nothing. So no Ortiz smoke. Ruiz, he blew his opportunity. But why so much about the Whites and all that? White just got beat up. He just took a KTFO. So why are we even worried about trying to get him a fight? And then all of a sudden, and everybody getting hurt. Oh, I'm hurt now. I can't do the re-up. Nobody want to do the re-up. It don't matter if you hurt a little bit. You just rehabilitate yourself, get your ass in there. Get that re-up done. Just work on everything you can work on while you're rehabilitating. If one side hurt, work off the other side. That'll just make you that much better. And then once the other side get better, then you work off that. If you still can't, then you postpone it. But try to come back first. Yeah. But people always got some shit. And yeah, we're in a situation where, of course, everybody can come up with like some kind of damn excuse. But you guys, this is the big, and the reason, see, now it might not seem like a big subject, but think back. Just start thinking back to any era, man. This is the biggest letdown. Those are the kings of boxing, man. This is the biggest letdown that we didn't have in a long time, where all the heavyweights is letting us down. I'm not saying we had fights where we just never got, like Riddick Bowe versus Lennox Lewis and stuff like that. There's some fights we never got. I don't even care about those. Those are personal reasons or whatever. Yeah, Bowe should have fought Lennox Lewis. I would have said Bowe would have won. I'm sorry. A lot of people think, oh, Lennox won. Well, I would have thought that Bowe would have won. There's some fights that we think people would have won. But at least, like right now, like maybe we didn't get one fight, something like that. Maybe a couple of fights we never got, right? But what about now? How many fights are we? Think about it. Y'all name some fights that we're not getting. Like Povetkin and, who cares about the Povetkins and Pulovs and Chisora is like, now Chisora is what? He's 10 losses now? He was 9, but now he's 10. And the Usyk and stuff, who cares, man? I don't care. Usyk cannot hold. Okay, there's another question. Can Usyk hold the heavyweight picture? Can he hold it down? Can he hold the king's flags up, or flag? Can he hold, or it could be flags, up for the heavyweights? Is he going? Is he the next? Is he going to be the next big deal for the heavyweights? Usyk, is he going to be the next big deal? Like I said, you heavyweights, all of you, every last one of you are a letdown. You the biggest letdowns of all times. So you cannot talk about the past fighters right now. In my eyes, you cannot talk about you cannot talk about anymore. I'm going to tell you right now. You cannot talk down on any era of boxing. You cannot. Because so far, this is the worst era ever of heavyweight fighters. The worst era. And guess what? It could have been one of the best eras if they would have just grew some balls and fought. All of them should have already fought by now. Think about it. Tyson Fury, AJ, Wilder, all of them should have already fought by now. That's only but 3 fighters. And Ortiz, they should have all fought. They should have all fought each other by now. And so far, you got Wilder, who fought 2 of them. He fought Ortiz and he fought Fury. AJ's fought none of them. And Fury only fought Wilder out of those 3, out of those 4. In Ruiz, he never fought Ruiz. So and then I'll put 5 of them in there. And Ruiz only fought only 1 of them. So even though we talk, that Wilder's kind of hiding out or what, I don't know what the hell's going on, that you heavyweights are not fighting, but guess what? You guys have killed boxing. You guys are systematically killing boxing because you're the kings that's supposed to be holding up the flag. And you got one twerker. We know he's a manufactured champion. You got one that's real powerful, but we don't know where he's at right now. He done got knocked into twerking. So I don't get it, man. I just don't get it. Let me see what y'all got, man. I done went a long ways. Okay, say too many pages. Yeah, I read that. Yeah, his head is getting real big. Yeah, we talking about the Lopez. Yeah, Tio forgot he was crying on TV. Michael Johnson said that before he left. And then Sir Flame said gas station. God dang. Sir Flame. He said, I got to go do the yard. Okay, that was Michael Johnson. We said, okay, peace to Michael. And then, of course, D to the baby. Comes back with the no one. Yeah. There ain't nobody. There's nobody. There's no face of heavyweights right now. Sorry. No names. AJ's a manufactured champion. That's B&B Boxing. Exactly. Says Derek Bailey at B&B Boxing. And then Derek Bailey right back again. He said no one wanted to smoke with George. Hell no, you damn sure wasn't gonna have no light heavyweight hollering about George. Yeah, I want George next. None. But now you got all kinds of fighters calling for the heavyweight. Yeah, I'll take him. Even if I get beat. Even if they get beat, they don't even care. Yeah. Pulev got the Rona. Oh, was it Pulev or Povetkin got the Rona, right? Yeah. B&B said Eagles wear boxing. He said, don't you think Devin Haney is a manufactured fighter the same way AJ's been pushed? You know what? The thing about Haney is he came up. He came up with his father, and he still has some tests out there that he needs to be tested. We're going to see. We're going to see. But he still got some tests out there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not 100% sold on, they call him Black Jesus and all that. I'm not 100% sold on none of them. But I did boost Tank up a little bit. I'm still not 100% on Tank. I watched that fight. Tank was getting handed up, man. I'm sorry. He has a black eye to this right now. Today he has let's think about it. Santa Cruz ain't got no, he went out. He took a KTFO, but he's not all busted up. He's smiling in the camera and he looked like he wasn't in a fight. Tank smiling in the camera and he looked like he was in a fight. Oh, he disrespected. And see, don't y'all say that in Eagles Wear Boxing. No, yeah, he disrespected his power and all. No, that's not. I'm not going to say that you don't have no power and then let your ass, be in the fight, be fighting me good for 6 rounds. F that. For what? I'm going to put more wear and tear in my head and chin because I disrespect your power. I'm just going to, man, stop it. Stop that shit, man. Derek Bailey said all of them in every division, yeah? Get it, Sir Flame said, no, he can't hold that. Can't hold it. Hmm? You can't hold it. He can't hold it. And plus, you know what? The thing about it is they're actually asking that question too at Sir Flame. They're asking that question if Usyk is going to be able to contend. Because a man lost 9 fights and you couldn't put him away or nothing. That should make them start thinking, okay, now so this is something for you guys to look out for. Be observant. Because if that's not a reason, a flag for any boxing organization, any sanctioning body or whatever, to change their look or change your status on their top 10, then there just ain't nothing. So if he gets even a better status because of this or whatever, if he starts going up because of this, you guys already know. And I'm not going to try to get into this whole color thing because it's not color, it's agenda. So I don't want people to think, oh, it's colored. No, no, it's agenda. It's always been agenda. The small person is going to see color. Like I said, yeah, there's always the small person is going to see color. Just like with us. I know it's not color. It is color to an extent. But it's always agenda because I always hear people say, oh, yeah, my great-grandmother was a native and this and that. That means you native, stupid. If your great-grandmother was native, how you changed into something else? What changed you? I never asked people what changed them. Like they got native grandparents, but they're not native. How are you going to have native grandparents? Your stupid ass ain't native. Because everybody go by a look. Oh, we don't look like it. And believe it or not, natives get mad at each other too, though. Because because natives are very sensitive about their color. They are. Yeah, my close one, she don't like when I be messing with her. Because I'm like, you. I said, you ain't even a brown. I said, you're not even a brown skin Indian or native. She get mad. We don't like that. Just like us. We play the color role with each other too. It's not right for anybody to do it, but I'm saying we do it on a different level. Like we're playing around or messing around or something like that, but some people get sensitive about that. So you got to know the person that you're around. You got to know their sensitivity. But this whole thing with the heavyweights, man, AJ, White, those are the two that really stick with me because it's like, why do they have this group? Actually, it's 4. And actually, you're right about those two also. So Pulev and Povetkin, it's like they put all of those in this little group, man. Why are they all in this little group to where they're trying to feed us? And it's just like I said with the Hearns thing. Is that what Hearns does, Eddie Hearns, what he does is he eliminates the possibility of us thinking about other fighters by downplaying them like they ain't shit. Because I'm telling you, man, our heavyweight boxing picture should have been settled. And I'm going to tell you why another reason it's a big letdown. So we're not talking about just one reason it's a letdown. Another reason that it's a letdown is because you had the expectation of fights before the pandemic happened. You had the expectation of fights by ex-champions, by the Holyfields, by the Tysons, by the Foremans. You already had that expectation. Y'all should have already got it done. Even some announcers said you should have had it done. You guys are a big letdown, a big letdown, a big letdown. Because the fighters of the past are telling you to get your ass in there and fight, and you still wouldn't fight. They say what they would like to see. Well, we'd like to see this and that. We would like to see AJ Wilder. See? They were saying that years ago they would like to see AJ Wilder. Why didn't that happen? Wilder could have moved on. If it would have been AJ Wilder, Wilder probably wouldn't have had to have all them fights. Wilder might have moved down to cruiserweight or something like that and destroyed everybody in cruiserweight and then move back up. He could. Matter of fact, I can almost, this is my speculation, that Wilder, had that had happened, he would have beat AJ a couple of times, moved down the cruiserweight, beat a couple of people, moved back. He'd have been moving back and forth. How exciting would that have been for us? All this other bullshit wouldn't even have happened. I'm just saying that's my speculation. And you can say, oh, you speculating. You can say what you want to. I'm a grown-ass man. I'm just saying, because even when I'm talking right now, that's speculation, right? Kind of. But do you see any truth in it? Do you see any truth in what I'm saying at all? Is that these fighters, that these heavyweights have been a total letdown. I mean, a total letdown. You got people going to the fights and they don't want to see you really. We on this hope shit, and see a lot of people like, I get on Broner because Broner is a damn letdown. But then again, Broner is not even as big a letdown as these heavyweights, because at least Broner went out and fought somebody. Right? All the money, all the paydays. I see down there Gil Cole, salute to Gil, to the Coles up there. But I'm saying, all the money, they killed everything for us. They just killed it. They just shot it like, oh, assassinated the shit. For what reason? For what reason? What is the reason that y'all just decided to just kill everything for us? That's what you did. Killed it. Because, like I said, all the ex-champions of the world wanted to see y'all fight, and they don't even know. Even the ex-champions of the world don't even know what to say. They're like, oh, it would be nice to see him fight. Remember when the first talks was going around about AJ fighting Wilder, and everybody was in their pockets. Y'all remember? Don't act like you got short memory. Everybody remembers that they was talking, and everybody put this shit on AJ because I already said, I told y'all he was a manufactured champion, but then when he's talking about the 50 million. And then he got offered the 50 million and then punked out. And see, everybody let him get away with it too. Yeah, everybody let him, because all you did was have a conversation. You see what I mean? All you did was have a conversation, but we all let him, even me. I'm just going to say me. I'm just throwing myself in there too, because we all let him just punk his way out and then just compare numbers and shit, or just talk about what he said. That's not the way. You got to let him know. If somebody's a chump, you got to let them know that they're a chump. If somebody's a coward, you got to let them know you're a coward. Simple as that. Say, man, well, you're coward ass. How come your coward ass didn't fight Wilder, man? Y'all killing the heavyweight. If everybody if all the fans just start telling the heavyweights that y'all killing the whole heavyweight picture. If the heavyweights disappear, boxing will probably go with it. Even though we got some entertaining small fights, but if the heavyweights, if you don't have the heavyweight, it's like if you're looking at a card, you don't even have heavyweights. A lot of these cards, think about it. Did y'all even think about that? Think about these cards. We just had a wonderful card. We just had some wonderful cards right there. The Charlo's fought. Who was the heavyweight on that card? Now we got super middleweights, super welterweights, lightweights, featherweights and all that. Super lightweights and shit as being the main draw. Heavyweights, y'all have killed it. Y'all dropped the ball, man. Y'all let us down worse than any other era of heavyweights. Y'all supposed to be the kings of boxing. So this is ego chat about the kings of boxing, like total letdown of all times. And okay, now somebody want to argue and fight with me, then argue and fight whatever you want to say. If that's what you want to say, if you want to say, oh, you're off base today, then say it. But in my opinion, the heavyweights have let us completely down. Can somebody name a heavyweight right now that has not let us down? Matter of fact, I want y'all to name as many heavyweights as you can right now. And don't worry, I'm not going to have a point really against you. Not like that. I'm not going to tell you a new one just because you say something. But just name one. And I'll respect your decision. Go ahead. Yeah. Derek Bailey says it's just a matter of time for Usyk. Yeah, once he, yeah, it's just a matter of time. Somebody gonna get his ass. Yeah. And then right underneath there, Sir Flame said once Usyk get that real heavyweight power, it's over with. That's right. Ortiz trying to fight Ruiz now. That's good. Let him fight him. It'll be a good fight. I'd rather see that than watch Tyson Fury fight anybody. I don't want, Tyson Fury is not exciting to me as a heavyweight. A lot of people, oh, he got the boxing skill, all that. Nah, to me, I believe me, on my side, I just see that he's gonna get hurt. Uh, they just letting that height. This is probably one of the only times in boxing, in the boxing era, where everybody worried about like letting the height bother you because he a boxing, he's tall. Get out of here. Just going back to Muhammad Ali, how many people, how many tall people, not just even fighters, how many tall people act like they wanted Muhammad Ali? They did, but did they go in there with him? They might have been a little bit taller than him, but that ass whooping would have been the same. It just would have been a bigger ass whooping. And we talked about, like we talked about the other time, we talked about Riddick Bowe. Riddick Bowe would have washed Tyson Fury. I mean, he would have destroyed him. I mean, completely just wiped his ass off the map. In his prime when he was good, feeling good, eating good. Ass whooping time, baby. That's right. Ortiz, that's right. But we need to see that, man, if it's going to happen. Derek Bailey said Tank was getting pieced up. Yeah, Tank was getting his ass pieced up. But you got some people that think, I mean, can we get used to hearing other people talk? And so we feel the same way. Oh, yeah, I think he disrespected his power. No, fighters don't disrespect each other's power. And yes, they just go in there and blow them out. And a lot of times it's not because they disrespect their power. It's because they disrespect their chin. A chin is way more disrespected than power. Believe me. Because you fighting, anybody can get the lucky punch and hit you. You go in there like, oh, just with your head out like this, like, come on, man, I don't care what you do, like that, and you get your bell rung. You had fighters get their bell rung like that, even when they was winning, like you're sticking their tongue out, like yeah, whatever, and then get clocked. See, that's not disrespect for that's just because they just trying to clown and all this other stuff. They didn't really disrespect the power; they disrespect the chin, like oh, I'm hurting you, you ain't hurting me, and then end up sleeping. See, but. Yeah, yeah. Tank was good. B&B Box says, I think he said, I think this was Tank's wake-up fight. If Tank stays in the gym, he's going to be hard to beat. Yeah, Tank can be a lot. He could be a lot better. He don't have to take them kind of shots. But he walking around right now. I just seen the first picture of him. He got a black eye. Santa Cruz ain't got nothing. I mean, he took the KTFO, but he don't have nothing. He ain't wearing it. Tank, you still wearing shit from somebody who can't punch. How you wearing something from somebody who can't punch? That don't even make sense. That's like your girl, she way smaller than you, and of course you don't fear it. And she slapped she slapped all the spit out your mouth. And you walking around with a hand on your face. Yeah, I ain't say you had to hit her back or not, but you can't say that she can't strike. She can't strike, but you wearing her hand better than she wearing it. She got on now. She got on gloves or something, but she still got her hand mark on your face. So stop it. Yeah, but he better wake his ass up. D to the base. Yeah, exactly, Eagle. And then Sir Flame said, yeah, Tank had that biggest nut under his eye. Yeah, he all like, was he squinting, or was he wearing? He was wearing some Santa Cruz. He had still got some Santa Cruz on his face. Yeah, you knocked the boy out, but you still got some Santa Cruz on your face. He looking at you like, yeah, you knocked me out, but you still wearing some of my knuckle jewelry that I put on your ass. Yeah. Okay. He said Kali Reyes is fighting tonight. Said she's native. Most of them are. A lot of people are native. They just don't. I'm just saying, I don't like to even try to get into it. It's too much to explain because people are just hard-headed when you try to explain stuff to them. There's so many people that's native. They don't even get it, man. The dumbass Puerto Ricans is native. They don't even get it. Some of them do. Some of them, they already know. They say, oh yeah, they know. They say, oh yeah, I'm Taino. They already know. Because Taino is native. They were Taino before they was uh, Boricua. Before they was Boricua, they was Taino. Before that. But let's just go. And then Sir Flame right back. He said, I know they get punched. He said, laugh out loud. He said, we were talking about how they look. He said, Leo didn't have a knot. Hell no. Leo didn't have a knot. He don't got no knot. You got people walking around with knots and shit talking about, oh yeah, he ain't got no punching power. But why you wearing this jewelry? He put that boxing jewelry on your face and you walking around with it. But it's okay. Let me ask you a simple question though. Does wearing black eyes, does that help your career? What does wearing black eyes end up getting your ass in your career? What does it end up getting you if you wearing a black eye for somebody? I'm just asking. Don't get mad at me. I'm the Eagle just asking. So if you wearing a black eye, what does that do for your career? Does that help your career? This is a question. You wearing somebody's black eye. You wearing a black eye. So you wearing a black eye for what? How does that help you? I want somebody to explain to me how does wearing a black eye help you out. And matter of fact, I know people who had black eyes and it was easier for them to get another black eye or another swollen eye. Once your eyes and face start swelling up, is it easier or harder for it to swell up the next time? All right, I'm just saying. Because I get people saying stupid shit. Yeah. B&B. So what he said? So what that mean? Oh, that you wearing? I don't know what you mean, B&B. So you saying? Oh, so you saying what does it mean? It mean that he wearing some jewelry on his face, under his eye that he shouldn't be wearing, and it means he will end up wearing some jewelry under his eye again. Some people, no matter how good they are, their face ain't made for all that shit. Ask Sugar Ray Leonard. Just ask him. You think he just got out of boxing because his skills had just totally depleted from his skill set? No. That's what I'm saying. And see, Derek Brady got it again though. He said Hearns rotate his heavyweights. But that's what we talking about, all these old junk ass heavyweights, man. But they dropping the ball though. That's what I want everybody to understand, that they really dropping the heavyweight ball. They dropped it. It's already, I don't even know if they could pick it up. Excuse me. If they all just sign contracts, say, let's go, man. We got to pick this up. That's the only way they can do it. As all of them got to pick that shit up and say, hey, we got to go. Hey, everybody expecting us to fight, man. I don't care, man. If you beat me, or whatever. But we got to fight, man. We got to show these people that, hey, we warriors up in here. Who's doing that? And matter of fact, I did ask y'all to put somebody down. And so far, all I got is no one. Which heavyweight is actually just standing up right now, just taking them on all on right now? Which heavyweight? There is one, but I don't want to bring them up. There may be one or two. Yeah. It did. Sir Flame said it means exactly what it said. He had a big ass lump under his eye. That's what it is. And then see, B&B want to start his little fight. They say, where'd Leo end up? It don't matter where. People take knockouts. People get knocked out. He's in there battling. What happened to AJ? AJ got his ass knocked out, then what? Ran the next fight. If Leo did fight again, he's probably not going to fight again. But if he fought again, he'd be fighting. He wouldn't be running the whole fight. And that's what we talking about, these old coward running ass heavyweights. Yeah, that's right. D to the Bailey got it. Got another good point out there again. That's exactly what I'm saying. He said we got to imagine about big fights because they never happen. That's a damn shame. Then Gil Cole, sup to Eagles Web. I already saluted your ass out. And then Derek Bailey back, he said saluted Gil Cole. Sir Flame said KTFO, but that wasn't what the convo was about. That's right. That's not what it was about. It's not about. We know he took the KTFO. Yeah, we know he took the KTFO, but we wasn't talking about the KTFO. Yeah, we wasn't talking about the KTFO. We was talking about What you wearing after the fight? Why? And see, that was just to clear up that people think, oh, he ain't got no snap on his punch or nothing. He ain't hurting nobody. That was for them. Because we seen the effects. Two different things. Two different fights that I talked about. I talked about the Charlo fight and I talked about the Davis fight. Two different approaches from taking the heat from an opponent. One was to absorb a little bit of it and hold on and just hope and then come back. If Bananas knew what he was doing, if he had a better coach, Charlo would not have won. And that's a bold statement. Y'all, oh, how wouldn't have won? And I'm just going to tell you a few things about that. The reason he wouldn't have won, if the right coach was in there and Bananas had the right experience, because they would have told him, don't let him hold. Push his head. Don't let him hold. Once you hurt him, you're hurt. Don't let him hold. Come on, stop it. I would tell some things on them Charlos. Them Charlos is good though. I would say some things on them, but we'll talk about it later. Matter of fact, I might even write a note down, so if it ever happens, and I'll date it. And so I'll be like this. See, y'all don't see. I don't have nothing. I'm not writing nothing, but let me pull this note from over here, and I hold the note. I'll read it, and then I'll show y'all. I'll be like, look, this is the note that I wrote. Yeah. BC, sir, where you go? Oh no, this sir leave. Gil calls it Derek Bates up on. Say win that trivia. Gil, yeah, Gil, you was missing in action the other day though. Yeah, I know I didn't get a chance to call you yet. Don't worry, I'm gonna holler at you, man. I know you still on that new way and all that, but not in here. Derek Bates said no. He said I got 14, and Xavier, okay, the boxing nerd got 20. And then Sir Flame right back. He said, I'm here. He said, I took to win one money. We were talking about how Tank looked versus. We weren't talking about how he looked versus. We was talking about when we said look. We weren't talking about how he looked. You know how he was boxing. He still. I mean, we was talking about that he got pieced up, and he was, and that was. It was more for other people thinking that he was should have just blown through him. You see what I mean? That's all. That yeah, you still got some hands put on you. B&B Box said, yes, sir. He said you was looking too long and what Leo was doing against Tank instead of what Tank was doing to Leo. Yeah, Tank was doing some work. Nobody's saying that the Tank wasn't doing the work. Tank did a lot of good body work. Yeah, that's one of them right there. Too Tall Jones. Wilt Chamberlain. Yeah, Too Tall Jones is there. Big fighter like that. But yeah, he had to get up out of there. He was a good football player, though. Too Tall Jones. He's a good football player. Derek Bailey back. He said, a prime in-shape bowl. Yeah, prime in-shape bowl. It's all over with. There you go. And Derek Bailey got up. Why Derek Bailey? That's why he been winning all these trivias are coming in second, third, whatever, because he knows the points right there. And he comes right back. He's talking about scar tissue. He said, that's all you're going to get. So that's the reward. Now, a KTFO, a lot of times, a KTFO, you might not never get knocked out again. There's been fighters that never got knocked out again. But Leo had that tick too, though, so he probably need to hang it up. But what I'm saying, there's been fighters that been out, but then never went out again. Or went down and never went out again. George Foreman went out and never went out again. I'm not saying any of these fighters are George Foreman. But that's a classic example of somebody who went out but never went out again. Holyfield went out. And never just like went out again. Like, I mean, yeah, he probably got stopped, but never was like out again. Yeah. Mike Tyson can't say that, right? Once he went out, he started going out. Is that the point? The fighters go out? Right now, you heavyweights suck right now. Because even in here with grown folks, we can't even think of one of y'all that's doing what y'all should be doing. If the sport dies, it's because of the heavyweights. The heavyweights decided, hey, I'm not going to listen to the past heavyweights. None of us going to fight. Everybody wanted to see y'all fight. And AJ Wilder, y'all killed it the first time. Y'all killed it. And I don't understand how or what or why y'all still couldn't get no contract done. I don't give a shit if you had to squeeze out even more money to get it. Just pay it back later. We would have loved to see it. You should have squeezed out $60 million or something. Y'all should have did anything y'all could have done to get boxing rolling. I'm sorry. That's it. But Derek Bailey right, though. That's all you get by sitting there taking punches is scar tissue. That's all your dumb ass get. And the reason you get scar tissue is because you're not going to be able to get that damn a good plastic surgery done. Not when you're fighting, because it takes too long to heal that shit up. Oh, here go Gil. Gil said, "Who won the fight?" He said, "Black eye don't mean nothing." Derek Bailey, you got to talk to Gil, because Gil come in late and then he don't understand what we talking about. We talking about you should still not be wearing a black eye. I don't care if you knock somebody out. You shouldn't be wearing a black eye. Yeah, you get into a battle, but don't let. There are certain things on your body if you're fighting that you shouldn't, that you should avoid. That eye is a terrible thing to let get swollen up. I'm just telling you. Because you end up in a fight that you clearly win, and somebody comes over, first punch they throw is that overhand right, and one of your eyes gone. Guess what? That's right. You can't see out that one side. That one side is like having a patch over it. You can't see nothing coming from over there. You looking like this. You odd. You see what I'm looking? See? You gotta look different now because this eye is gone. You gotta look different. Like, oh shit, I can only see this far, because you can only see this far with that eye. You gotta turn your head, and the fighter's in front of you. As soon as he moves, you gotta turn your head too far. I mean, he just go this way, go shit. You with that one eye, then he mess around and make that other one squint up. It's over with. And this one, this is a fighter that know he can't beat you. But the luck of the draw, he got that eye swollen up. Yeah, B&B Boxer said, laughing out loud, anytime Holyfield got stopped, he said he felt like he's going to bed. Yeah, but he never did the crybaby. Not like Manny. Manny got that shit down patting. The crybaby. Yeah, a lot of fighters went down. Mike Tyson, the first time he got knocked out, that shit was the most hilarious knockout I ever seen. Because he was down there trying to put his mouthpiece in. He's crawling around trying to put his mouthpiece in when he was getting counted out. God dang. But we've seen all kinds of different knockouts and stuff, man. We've seen a lot of different kind of knockouts. But what I'm saying is there's certain parts of your body, think about it, there's certain parts that you have to protect, man. When they say protect yourself at all times, man, you got to protect your hands. I mean, but it don't matter. You can make it through a fight without your hands. But once your eyes start getting swollen up, y'all see, forget it. Because Tank got a whole lot more fighting to do. Once your eyes start to puffing up and shit on you, you'll know. Lose 2 of them in there and see. They'll call that shit off. Once they call it off, you ain't going to be declared the winner. And yours is what, 4 rounds? Something like that, no contest? They're not going to declare your ass the winner if you can't see up in there. You're going to lose to somebody because he started off with an overhand right and got your ass in the other eye or something. That's it. That's all. The point was, is that people was acting like, there wasn't no punching power or nothing like that. Oh, he disrespected his power. He just ran through him and shit. You don't run through a person after so many rounds. If you're going to run through him, you run through him right away. First round knockout. Does Tank have first round knockouts? Yep. So that started to make your argument starts to slip if he didn't knock him out of one, 2, 3 rounds. If he didn't knock him out, then your argument starts to disappear about how he could have ran through, because he has ran through fighters before when he had less experience. Also, even when he fought Pedraza, he was getting touched a little bit. He finally got to Pedraza. But I'm okay. I'm going to leave it alone for right now so y'all can just see. But yeah, Holyfield just, Derek Bailey said Gil just a troublemaker. Yeah, of course Gil's a troublemaker. And there you go. Another trivia. It's not even really a trivia, but another smart move by Derek Bailey by just saying that. And I don't even talk about that when it comes to Corey, because usually when we talk about Corey, we always show that standing knockout. That your ass can be knocked out standing up. Right? And it's not like he couldn't punch. He could punch. He took that standing knockout, though. But that's what it is, though. I never talked about that part about Corey. Corey got stopped a lot of times on cuts. And there's in that era or even before that, there was other fighters that used to get stopped on cuts. Joe Bugner used to get stopped on cuts. Cooper got stopped. He used to get stopped on getting swelled up in cuts. Matter of fact, Joe Frazier, believe it or not, fight got stopped because of puffiness. Who else? Who else had to stop because of who was notorious for getting stopped? I'm not saying Meldrick Taylor did get stopped from getting swallowed. His fight with Chavez was bullshit. That shouldn't have been a stoppage. But there's other fighters that get puffed up and that's it. You got to call that shit. So it's not good that I can just take his power. What's that middleweight's name? He used to always get puffed up. And so far you can't take that. Iran Barkley, he used to get puffed up. So there's fighters, once you start getting puffed up like that, they call your ass the inswell king, then your career is probably not going to be around. You're not going to be around that long, no matter how good you are. And so let's just look at the point. The point being is just, it's not good to start getting puffed up this early in your career. With 20-something fights, you don't start getting puffed up. You're not going to make it to 50. Because even if you're putting people out, so one person's going to blast the other eye. Once they blast them eyes, and then you get in there with some tough competition again, they can crack back too, and they start getting on you, it may be over. But I just wanted to say that I wasn't trying to run past the whole idea of Haney, nothing like that. And this for B&B. I wasn't trying to run past what you had said earlier about Haney. I'm not trying to run past that. All I'm saying is that we got to look out. Just look. We got to make sure we look. That's not what I'm saying, Gil. You always got, when a glove hits you, you're going to get a little bit of redness. That's why why you think they put Vaseline on your face? Just because they want you to look pretty? Like, oh yeah, put this Vaseline on your face because you need lotion. Hey, come on now. They put that so that way the glove slips a little bit off your face. Because they know a fighter's going to come out with red. Red is different because you've been in the fight. And nobody came up with what I was talking about, how your back tells your true story. How your back tells the true story is that when you boxing, you can tell when somebody's ass is on that ropes running and shit, is they hold back, have lines across it in different ways. Low, it'll have more lines than the ring has. And that because your back has been high on the rope, low on the rope, and you have all kinds of lines on your back. And so that's what I was saying, because nobody answered that part when I said that. Yeah, you're going to get red. Everybody gets red. Red is different. Red is a blessing in a fight. Okay, I just got a little bit of redness. But black and blue and shit, that's not good. Black and blue is not good for your career. Red is always that's just part of the game. You're going to get red. Everybody come out with red. It's just some people's skin color shows the red better. But the black and blue and green, all that shit, all the colors of the rainbow is different. And I know you don't mean that, Gil. I'm not even going to entertain you being silly right now. Put it this way. So if somebody, I'm a beast, I'm a monster, I'm going to mess you up when I get in there. Okay, that was all your mouthpiece, right? So then your ass come out and you come out with hickeys on your eye and shit. After you done talked all that, what that mean to me? It mean you're not as durable as what a lot of people looking at you. And first of all, now let me just start cutting into Gil a little bit because that's what Gil want anyway, though. First of all, what is Davis's nickname? I'll wait. Watch how easy this is. What's his nickname, y'all? Derek Brady. What's Javante Davis nickname? What's the nickname? Anybody know his nickname? Because it's already out there. We already know. And see, everybody know that it's a setup, right? So if I bring a baseball bat and I'm fighting against a tank, how many scars should the tank have? Who should be scarred up? Me with the baseball bat or the tank? Of course, me with the baseball bat. So all you bought was a feather puncher to a tank fight. But the feather puncher then left the tank scarred up a little bit. So that's to make you rethink about the tank. That tank is not that kind of a tank. That's what the point was. It wasn't that this little knucklehead, my little brother, the little Hurricane Gear, wasn't because his knucklehead come in here and telling me something about careers and all that. I'm not gonna read it. I just said that you said something about careers. Nobody said all that. That's not what we're saying. Or that's not what Eagle's talking about. The comment was more or less for the people that keep acting like that he really is. See, y'all, you see what the thing is, somebody get a nickname and y'all fall for it. Oh yeah, he really a tank. Y'all fall for it. Huh? And I told you, man, there's some things that I see, and I already shared them with y'all. Y'all gonna forget, and then once I bring it up again, this is what y'all gonna say. Oh shit, Eagle, you already told us. I knew you told us. Just like about that devil's deception in the desert in December. I told y'all that shit was gonna carry on. But y'all heard it here first, right? Just like I told you about these fighters that stick their chin up. Tank is one too. So why you think he all invincible and shit? You gonna mess around, let that chin get up too high, and somebody gonna take it out. But then again, most fighters, 90% of fighters, bring that chin up at one point. They get overconfident or something happened and they bring that chin up and then somebody get it. And I'm just saying. The reason I was saying that is because people feel that they hear certain stuff and they really think that that's who the person is. Let me go one more step. One more step, just so people understand. The Bronze Bomber. Okay, remember? Huh? Before the fight with Stavern, the first fight with Stavern, right? It was Bronze Bomber. Everybody was thinking, oh, Bronze Bomber. Thought everybody was going to go out. And then the first person didn't go out. Right? But he went out again. And then the Bronze Bomber was doing bomber stuff. Taking people out. But then you're a bomber. And then what the hell happened that you're a bomber? What happened on your last performance? You being a bomber. See, I'm not going to go all into the other stuff, the other side of it. Yeah. And I'm not flipping or nothing like that. I'm just saying that people get caught up in these names and shit. But stop it. Because you had tanks before Tank. Yeah. You had tanks before Tank. Matter of fact, did you have a tank in Dickstown? And also, then you have another one. Now, nobody is like the ones that we put up on the royal chairs up in here. I mean, we still honor their names and stuff like that, but at times it didn't happen. Like Smoking Joe Frazier. For us, he always gonna be the smoking. But was he always the smoking at all times? At all times, was he always the smoking? Okay, that wasn't good enough. I'll take it up again. Iron Mike Tyson. Was Iron Mike Tyson always Iron Mike Tyson? Was he always the Iron? Was he always the Iron? The one with the best nickname that you couldn't really argue with was Big Daddy Bo. Still Big Daddy. It don't matter. You still Big Daddy. It don't matter. Even if you lose, you Big Daddy, right? But somebody like Iron was made to rust up in that ring. Evander, the real deal, Holyfield. Somebody put the real brakes on the real deal a couple of times, right? So are you still the real deal? For us, we still gonna know him as the real deal. But hey, we seen your ass when you wasn't the real deal. So like I said, it's part of the boxing culture that they have certain names and certain shit happen to them. I'm just saying, don't get your ass, don't fall in love with a fighter. Like you all happy, oh Tank. And once Tank mess around and look like a Shaq, and I'm talking about not Shaq O'Neal, I'm talking about look like a Shaq, or he looked like a cardboard box. If he ever ends up looking like a cardboard box, I don't want to hear from you. Because you're going to be on that Iowa shit like, oh, see, what had happened was, Eagle, you know. I don't know. Because I'm not laying in the bed with him. Now, Gil got a bed over at Tank's house. I don't lay in bed with him like that because I know I might have to talk about the other side of him. And this Eagle wear boxing, this is, grown folks chat. So we may have to talk about their ass on the other side. And that wasn't part of our subject, was just how bad that these heavyweights are doing. What they have done to their own self. How big of a letdown they are for not fighting. We should have had all the fights we need to have by now, and we should be thirsting right now for more fights, for some re-ups. We supposed to be, instead of us thirsting just for fights still, after all these years, we still want somebody to fight. We should, right now, our conversation be saying, oh, that was a good first fight. We should be talking about, besides the Wilder and Fury shit, I mean, we should be talking about the AJ Wilder 3 or something. We should be talking about the Ortiz Tyson Fury 1 or 2. All the running and shit. Gil goes, in my bad, I didn't know we was hating on Tank today. Yeah, here we go. See, Gil talking about the hate. There you go. And even Derek Bay said, no, he's afraid he got smoked by George. Now Gil talking about, we talking about nicknames. No, we not just talking about I brought that up because you was acting like, oh yeah, so he ain't supposed to take no marks on him. No, what is his name? I said, what is his name? Tank, right? If your name Tank, but then I put it in perspective by saying that there's always been, just to let you know that we wasn't just saying that he's not supposed to take a mark, because I said that we had other fighters like Iron Mike Tyson and everything else that took marks. Gil slow as hell, Derek. I'm going to put his ass. Gil, you need counseling. Somebody put up a 1 if you think Gil need counseling. Or tutoring. My bad, I said it wrong. If Gil need tutoring, Gil need tutoring. You got to get your ass a tutor, Gil. Does anybody want to tutor Gil, or is it too much? Is it too much for one of y'all to tutor Gil for me? Gil need a tutor, y'all. I'm sorry. Gil, you need a tutor. Get your ass a tutor, boy. You got to get him a tutor, man. I'm sorry. You got to get him a tutor, man. I thought he would, because he usually my little brother, he catch on, but he's always been a little bit slow, but his ass right now, I'm tired of dragging him along, man. He need he need a good tutor. He need a male tutor or either a real old lady tutor. Somebody that he just won't like. He can't get, if you can't give him like a pretty girl to tutor his ass, because he won't learn shit then. Still ain't gonna learn. Matter of fact, he'll come in here even slower then if he get a pretty girl like, yeah, this girl. You ain't had to tell the girl that I just got hooked up, just got married. Yeah, he gonna be on that shit. But if he need a tutor. Somebody start the shit, man. Somebody start the GoFundMe for Gil. Get his ass a tutor, man. I'm tired of messing with him. So somebody can help me out. Get Gil a tutor, we'll be straight. Because that boy definitely need a tutor. Hook it up. Huh, Gil? Gil, hook that shit up. Help his ass out, Derek. Please. Help him out. Get him a tutor. Freaking heavyweights. Heavyweights killing it. So AJ, we had already berated his ass a little bit. Ruiz ain't trying to do nothing. Ortiz still trying to do something at least. Who else? And like I said, that four corner shit, that Povetkin, Pulev, White, and AJ, that's just getting on my nerves right there. I'm just so sick of that. I'm done with that. I'm completely done with that. But you heavyweights, if you listen to this show, you heavyweights y'all killing the sport yourself. Because you got even the small fighters ain't even looking up to you no more. You don't hear nobody saying nothing about none of the heavyweights right now. They don't say nothing. They're not excited. Think about it. When you got your lower weights ain't even excited about y'all no more. That's sad. Yeah. Yeah, Ortiz got that fight. But I'm just saying. Oh, but hey, a side note though, but at least we finally got to see. Remember, because I remember D'Lo was in here and he was shaking his head. Everybody was going crazy because I remember I pulled up the Rougarou fight, and it was just a shadow figure, and everybody's like, "I'm done." Everybody's like, "I'm done with this one." But now we finally got to see that it was a fighter. We finally got to see him. I'm not saying it was good or nothing like that. Like it was a good fight or nothing like that. No, and she probably in here anyway. So you tell me to ask Eisenay. You hear him, Eisenay? She's not gonna always come in here and say nothing, but he said ask Eisenay to tutor me. She gonna clown you. Stop it. Yep. Ortiz fight. I see that Derek Bailey cracking up. I know y'all don't want to turn on Gil, but I'm gonna turn on his ass. I turn on all y'all if I need to. If I need to turn on y'all, I'm gonna turn on you. So I put my one up. Yeah, his ass need turn. See, he even asking for tutoring. He said, "Yeah, I need tutor." He said, "Ask Eisenay to tutor me." I'm not asking her to tutor you. Yeah. Because you do something wrong, then you're going to get handed up. Even if you hand me up, we're going to be out there for a long time. You're going to have to bring breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You're going to have to bring a lot of meals out there. Because I ain't going to, something going to happen to me dramatically. Because I'm going to keep getting my energy back. Like, okay, well, let me rest a little bit. Let's get back at it. I'm going to be tired. I don't know. I learned that from one of my boys. He was actually from Ohio, though. I learned that from one of my boys to being in the army. I was like, okay, I see how we fight. And I've been around a lot of people like that, like guys from Texas and stuff like that. But I used to squash beefs though. If we have a beef, we fight it out. I'll squash it. But these cats, they wouldn't squash it. Every time they see you, they just want to fight, man. Yeah, believe it or not, we had all the this quick story. I'm not gonna be telling y'all something. I don't want nobody to be influenced by that. But even being within the military system a little bit, we had certain people. We had because we had this is not a good look. And I'm not saying this happens everywhere, but it seemed like it happened because we used to have all the Dominicans, all the Puerto Ricans, all the natives. I'm talking about natives. Yeah, natives. We had natives too. All the natives, uh, all the brothers and stuff, all the so-called African Americans, all of us used to be on one side a lot of times within that structure, going against the so-called colonizers that came over here. And I don't know why that was. It's like it's on one side, they on the other side. We'd be out there having fights and stuff. I'm like, well, we're supposed to be from one cause, but we had, like I said, we had stuff. Sometimes we go out there and get into it. I'd be shaking my head when I think back on it. I'm like, wow, even in there. So they don't let that shit go nowhere. And Derek Bay, don't laugh at him. He come late in the first place. He didn't show up yesterday. He come late today. He trying to get timed out because I said this was something. I wanted this to be one that we actually thought about on this show. You know what I mean? That we think about it like, damn, man, that is true. That these heavyweights is killing it. And of course, these heavyweights is killing it. But then guess who comes in and starts his crap. You should have known that anyway. You know how Gil is. You know that Gil is that's Gil. It wouldn't be Gil Coles if he didn't come in starting some shit. Yep. Yeah, Derek Baker said, yep. He said that's how it is, Eagle. Having to beat some ass. Yeah, I know. But it's sad that we even had to go through that, man, because I went through it a lot. I'm like, oh, really? We got to go at it again? But then, and then also, okay, here we go. I'm not gonna tell everything, but but also, no, I'm just gonna tell a reason. I'll just give you a reason. Some people can get so hype. Certain people can make people so hype for no reason. People that they don't even know can make them so hype just by this television shit works on people though. Like you'll see, like you'll have like one of your. I'm not saying your boy, but you'll have somebody like, and it's really an okie doke, but people fall for stupid shit like that, and they'll grab somebody by their shoulder like this, like, yeah, man, look at him, man, you'll go over here and, man, look, man, man, you a monster, man, you'll go over there and kill him, man. I know you will, don't you think so? And they get a little bit of alcohol in them, or not, maybe not even alcohol, just bravery. And you could talk somebody into doing some shit they know afterwards they should have never even attempted. See? I can see Gil doing that shit though, because he need tutoring. That boy, he need a successful tutor. He needs some help. Yeah, he needs some help, man. He definitely needs some help, man. But these heavyweights need help, man. We got to get these heavyweights together, man. But it's getting late over here, man. You got to go working on another. I'm working on something for this lady, so I better try to get most of that done before before I get before I get too far behind, because I got to put a few hours in today too. That's right, Derek Baker. He's Derek Baker said, there it is. He said, yep. And that's what it is, man. It's that whole hype shit. And see, a lot of people fall for it. Don't even fall for it in boxing, man. Don't in life. Don't fall for the hype and shit, because you end up getting yourself in trouble sometimes by getting all heated. Like, yeah, that testosterone go up. You're like, yeah, man, I think I can. Yeah, I can do it, man. Just because people don't believe that shit, man. They'll tell there's limits even to your mind. Your parents told you that shit. You put your mind to it, you can do it. Nah, the fuck you can't. You cannot. You cannot dive off of a cliff 1,000 feet down into some water and survive just because your mind said that you can do it. It's gonna be like hitting. It's gonna be like hitting a cement road and shit. If you jump off of something at 1,000 feet up and dive into the water, 1,000 feet, yo, you are not making it through that. So you gotta sometimes you gotta realize, you know what, my mind does say that, but sometimes my mind be tripping. See, sometimes you gotta tell sometimes you gotta check your own mind. Like, hey, wait, hold up, man, we can't do that shit. They're like somebody, oh yeah, I could, put me. You ain't never lifted weights before, man. And you get so I'm gangster, man. Man, look, put the weight on there. I got this. And you pull both your arms out of socket, try and lift some shit you can't lift, just because you got hype and shit. But Gil, you are our hype job here in Eagles Way of Boxing, man. But anyway, man, y'all have a great weekend, man. My shout out to all the real people that I see. And my shout out to all y'all that mess with me, man. Y'all know what it is. It's Friday, man. What I'm going to say? Huh? What Eagle going to say besides nothing but blessings? Huh? Yeah. I'm going to catch y'all, man.